Alright man, so we got a new song and music video from Thornhill today. I'm really excited to hear more of this album. And I liked a lot about Heroin, don't get me wrong, I still come back to a lot of those songs. Even songs like Varsity Hearts that a lot of people really don't like. But I think this album is going to absolutely destroy Heroin. I think they're perfecting Heroin, bringing some more of that heaviness back into their sound. And I think I said this in the last video that Thornhill have never been super heavy. Even their first EP, 13, you know what I mean? They weren't super heavy. I just think the big thing that's missing are the riffs, dude. These guys used to pump out some insane riffs. And I have some good news. I saw in a comment that Ben, goated drummer, one of my favorite drummers from Thornhill, replied to this comment hinting on some riffs maybe being on the album. I don't know if it's this new song. I have no idea, but man, I would love to hear a fucking insane riff, dude. With the mix, with the atmosphere this album has, I feel like it would be fucking brutal. But yeah, I really like the sound of this album. It's very experimental. It's reminding me of a lot of different bands like Loathe, but at the same time, there was like hip hop elements and Nerve. Like, it's very unique, and I think this is some of the heaviest stuff in their discography. I think what people are really missing is the like super synthy atmosphere that guitar work, man. And the vocal production on The Dark Pool is some of the best I've ever heard in my entire life. I know a lot of people know about the instrumental version of The Dark Pool, but there's an actual acapella version on YouTube. You have to listen to that. It is unreal. The majority of the atmosphere of The Dark Pool actually comes from like a ton of layers of background vocals with a bunch of like reverb on them. It sounds amazing. But anyone that's really missing that old style, you gotta ask yourself, if this was a different band, you know, if this was a whole new band, it's not Thornhill, but they're releasing this exact music with the exact vocals, would you like it? A lot of people would. They just don't like that it's coming from Thornhill because they love their older sound, you know what I mean? But if this was a whole different band, they would love it. But anyway, sorry for ranting. I feel like I should have saved that for the full album video, but hey. Also, we listened to the Obsession remix. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's a complete re-recording. Everyone's calling it a remix, but I'm pretty sure it's like almost entirely redone. And I like that it just perfectly goes from Nerve into Obsession. I think it's going to fit the album really well. But I can't help but love the single version more. I like both versions for different reasons, so I'm probably going to listen to both pretty frequently. Probably an equal amount, not going to lie. It's kind of like Rot by Northlane. They have a single version of that song that's, in my opinion, way better. Honestly, this one reminds me more of Linda Clare by Fleshwater, because I love Linda Clare by Fleshwater. It's an old demo from their 2020 demo, and then on their debut album they remade it, but it's in a different key, I think, and it sounds different, and I did not like that version as much. I just love the bridge on the single version so much. I feel like you can barely hear that like sample that's playing of the woman, and I think that just added so much to that song, man. And the guitar solo is a little bit quiet too. It kind of reminds me of Argent Debt by Distant. I mean, this song is one of the most brutal songs I've ever heard in my life, but the mix, the production on it is absolutely horrible. I think it makes it sound even more brutal, but it really sounds bad. But there's one moment that sounds like actual hell. Like, it literally sounds like thousands of tortured souls. Yeah, it's right here. That sounds crazy, right? So then they remixed it, and it sounds absolutely stunning. I mean, it sounds so much clearer. It's so perfect. But then it gets to that point, and it's like gone. Like, I can't hear it at all. It's so buried in the mix. I mean, they turned it almost all the way down, and it was my favorite part of the song. But anyway, sorry, I just got super distracted. Tongues, it's the new song. It's the shortest single so far, so it's probably going to be really heavy. I'm hoping it has riffs in it. I don't know, but one of the songs, at least one of these songs, is gonna have some riffs on it. This is the song right before Nerve and Obsession, and it follows a interlude, so that's cool. We're gonna have an interlude that goes into Tongues. So yeah, this should be cool. Wow, that is bright. I was expecting really heavy. Love the synthy atmosphere. Ooh. What the hell? Ooh. Oh shit, okay. This production is amazing, man. They got a real new metal vibe, man. Super 90s. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Oh, that tone is nasty, man. This is awesome. Beautiful vocals, man. Yeah, this is the catchy single. Oh, little blast beat. Oh, that's sick. Oh, the bass, man. Now, I was expecting super heavy because it was really short, but this is the song after the interlude, and their interludes are usually really vibey and soft, so that does make sense. I love how dancey this song was. I feel like it's kind of similar to Casanova in its catchiness. This is going to be like a really good single to get a lot of people hooked, you know what I mean? This and Obsession. Nerve and Silver Swarm are super heavy, but this song has a lot of that hip-hop vibe as well that Nerve had. Makes sense, it comes right before Nerve. Honestly, even Obsession has a little bit of a rappiness with the screaming parts. So yeah, there's a lot of new metal influence, a lot of Deftones influence still, but they're making it very unique. I am liking the vocal production a lot more on these tracks as well. I wasn't someone that had a super big issue with the vocal production on Heroin. I know a lot of people absolutely did not like it. On a couple tracks, it's not very good. Like on Leather Wings, I'm not a big fan of Leather Wings, I'm not gonna lie. I know that's crazy, but there's a couple moments where that distortion gets a little jarring because he's doing like a really high note, which would sound really good if that amount of distortion wasn't on it. But yeah, overall, I liked the Heroin vocal production. I think it really fit the album, that shoegazy vibe they're going for. I think songs like Hollywood really benefited from that. But I think I'm liking this a lot more. There's a lot more variety with the vocal production. Heroin did kind of sound like there was one filter on his voice for the whole thing. This one you have like a lot of distortion with the screaming, but the prettier, softer vocals are still like very glossy and really soaked in reverb, you know what I mean? I think it sounds really good. And I like the use of like the echoes and the delays. I think that was really cool in this song as well. So yeah, this was sick, man. This is like the catchy, dancey song, and I'm all fucking here for it, bro. But yeah, definitely let me know what you thought down below. If you haven't seen my other videos, I checked out all the singles on the channel. I'm also going to be checking the full album out, of course, when it comes out on April 4th. So definitely subscribe if you're interested in that. Check out my description. I have a Twitch link down there if you want to come check out a stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys down in the comment section. Take it easy, man.